Good morning, everybody. It's good to be home, back in my home church, to see the faces of the people who have been praying for me, supporting me, and standing with me. And it's very encouraging to know that I have a team of wonderful people standing behind me, and I am excited to be back, to be able to bring you updates of what's going on in Cambodia. And I'm really having so much fun over there that I really couldn't bear to leave the place. Like when I was about to leave to go to the airport, they were saying, "Oh well, have fun," and then I say, "I assume, I guess, I suppose," because I know that I really will miss all the events and all the activities that are going on back there. So what I do is in the late afternoons to evening, we will be helping out at the tuk-tuk. I think you all have seen how we had converted this tuk-tuk into a food truck. So we start to sell burritos over there. And because it is so anointed, and the food is, of course, the food is so good that we have so many regulars, and we just see success like all the time. Like when we could be setting up the place at about 6 o'clock, and we already have a group of like 7 people waiting there, and they are regulars. Like they come every day, Monday to Thursday. Like when we have this family, I know that they will be there. This missionary family, and then they will at one time order 5 burritos from us because that's how many they have. And then I know that there will be this couple that will come, and then they will order 2 burritos, and then they will ask for extra spicy. And then we also will have these 2 guys who will come every day, and then they will want to order our Indian vegetarian burrito. So we really have a group of people who come and support us, and it is really doing very well. And people really like us and I realized that it's not just the food. Of course, the food is delicious, but I've observed that it's because they feel comfortable with us, because we carry the light of Christ. And people feel it. They might not know it, and they might not recognize it, but they feel comfortable with us, and they want to be with us. They want to talk to us, and they ask us a lot of questions. They are really friendly with us. And there was this British guy who will always give his comments or criticisms about a lot of things. But, people will want to be offensive towards him. But what Barbara would do would be that she would make things special for him. She would make scones that she knows he enjoys because he's from the UK, so he enjoys some cheddar cheese scones, I don't quite know the name, with some English tea. Yeah, and so she would make things very nice for him and present it in a very pretty presentation on a chopping board, a wooden chopping board, and she will give it to him. And it's things that will make a person cry to see something that is so familiar and so comforting. And through being extra nice to him, he has come to soften down, and he has come to see us as friends. So on some evenings, he will ride by on his bicycle, and he will not stop to buy anything because he claims that he's poor and that he's grumpy and that he's antisocial. But he will drop by and he will say, "Good evening. Good evening, how's everybody doing?" In his British accent. And it was really amazing to see the transformation in him from stranger to a friend. And so that's really great. And this light that we carry, it converts into blessings into our lives as well as the lives of the people who are around us. For example, to the village that I go to, it's actually the village of this tuk-tuk driver called Pan. And he is actually Jeremy's disciple, and we've been doing a lot of activities with him because ever since he has come to know Christ, he has really been on fire for God, and he has a burden for his villages as well as the other people whom he knows, because he was staying in different places, and he was saying that he has a burden for the people who he knows, and he wants to be able to reach out to them. So we started having a lot of outreaches and different activities and events with him. So if you all have seen the video, he is actually the guy, the tuk-tuk driver, and that is his village that I go to. And he has been blessed extraordinarily. like 3 months back, he said that, yeah, I'm thinking of moving to this new village to build a new house so that my son can go to this school over there. And it costs thousands of dollars to be able to build that house. But it has come to pass in these 3 months. And the thing is, miraculously, there was this customer of his whom we do not know. We've never talked to this customer. We do not know who this person is. But this customer gave him $500 to be able to allow his wife to be able to set up a shop at the first floor of his house. And he uses that place to, that place is very well done. It has tiles, proper tiles, not just wood, and it's not just sand or dirt, it's done up properly. And his wife now has a pretty little shop that was set up just 1 week ago. So in this span of 3 months, he had been blessed miraculously. And he says that, yeah, I know, ever since I've started serving God, I have been blessed. And we all agree to that because we witnessed that in our lives. And so the last thing that I want to share is that one day I was just I was just admiring this new rolling pin that I bought. You know, because I make a lot of tortilla for the tuk-tuk. So I was admiring this rolling pin thinking, well, wow, I have my own rolling pin right now. It's made in Taiwan and it's supposed to last me for 10 years. And then I opened up the package and then I was just admiring it, smelling the scent of fresh wood. And then also in the vicinity, I had my Bible with me. And then I was looking at the rolling pin, and then I was looking at the Bible, and then it struck me that, hey, these are the tools that I use in Cambodia. These are the things that I use to allow me to survive and to do the things that I'm doing in Cambodia. I mean, I love the Word. It is my foundation, and I keep it close to my heart, and it is my life, you know. It is my foundation. It tells me what I have to do, and it is my anchor. And the rolling pin signifies the Word in action. It is love in action. It is the faith. It is the gospel in action. It is our grace and our mercy in action. And through that, it allows me to be able to preach about my Jesus. It goes back to the Word again to allow me to be able to preach. And then when I realized that, there was just this sensation that came over me, this very warm feeling. And I realized that, hey, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. To be able to be close to my Word, to be able to do something about what I read in my Bible, to be able to preach my Jesus through the things that I do. Yeah. And so, at first, when I first stepped on the mission field, I was still thinking, hey, it sounds quite like a lofty idea. I don't know whether it really will be practical or not. You know, like, can I survive? Like, can I really be a minister? Am I cut out to be one? Like, what can I do? But along the way, I realized that everything that I've learned from the Bible, from the summer program, from the sermons and all the videos that I've watched, from my personal time with God, I realized that all these principles, all these biblical principles that I've learned, they work. Like, they are real. They are true. If you actually apply them, you know, just try it. Just go, do it, try it, and you realize that, hey, it works. Lives fall into place. The money that you need, God will provide. The message that you need, it will come. The connections or the resources that you need, they will come, you know. And that's how I lead my life. And it comforts me so much to know that my God is so real. That being a missionary out on the field is not just a lofty idea, but it's real. You know, like now I am truly convinced that it works. And there is nothing else that I would rather do than to be able to use the Word to carry out in action and to be able to continue to preach the Word. So today, thank you, nhiều sợ bài chat mạnh đen thời này ní the private thi ní nhiều chương trình cross thank you, people Knong Prakri yang dia cross satamui nâng nhóm cháu trẻ srok Cambodia men tên nâng menu klong srok Cambodia Soviet men tên nâng nhóm srok lại buke men tên nâng nhóm cháu trẻ nâng thi nu ban nhóm cháu trẻ broca đồng nắng lão nâng thi nu ban nâng có sao bài chết bị áp đặt hay nhóm nâng tạo vinh nâng pro hao which nam hay nhóm nâng màu vinh nâng bạc tên ngọc nia Georgian. What I said was, I'm really glad to be back, and in Jesus we are one family. That's actually the lyrics of a song that I know. Then I said that I really love the people in Cambodia because they are very gentle. They are very lovely people. And hopefully I'll see you in a few years' time to be able to tell you more.
Isn't it a great life?
It is.